Hello, hello, welcome to Mindset to Results. And today our guest is Travis Weatherhead. He is relationship and dating coach and consultant. And our topic today will be why relationship is so important for driven business owners and entrepreneurs. Hi, Travis.
Hello, Elena. Thank you for having me here.
You're most welcome. Let's speak about this so important topic. Yes, why really good relationships, yes, not just relationships, but good relationships, so important for driven business owners and entrepreneurs. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, about where you come from, and how you found this passion that you are helping people with dating, with creating great relationships in their life.
Well, my name is Travis. I'm a 40-year-old man that lives in Antioch, Illinois, actually. And actually, this profession sparked my interest in this was sparked by a movie from over 17 years ago, actually, called Hitch. Are you familiar with it, with Will Smith and Kevin James? Oh, it's really good. It's a very good romantic comedy. You can see Will Smith act like a big goofball, which only you only see that in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and only a few things. So it's a real treat to see him do that. And basically, in the movie, he's someone who helps individuals, good men, have a chance with a woman that they love by, helping them out, how to talk to them, how to approach them, giving them confidence, et cetera, et cetera. And I saw that and it kind of resonated with me. Like, I'm a good man that has a hard time of being seen, but I'm still romantic. And so it really connected with me. And I was talking to other people about, like, I'm going to do this. This resonates. I would love to do this. I would love to help a lot of people. And everyone that I was talking to was saying it wasn't a real profession. So being young and naive, I took it at face value. I never looked it up but I still wanted to help people. So for over 17 years, I was still doing it, getting a lot of practice, getting experience, helping a whole lot of individuals. I have a few other niches, but relationships and dating are my longest ones. And it wasn't until about a year ago when I actually found out that this was a real profession. And so I just decided to go ahead and pursue the passion I have.
Yes, amazing. So, why you think that many people today, especially ambitious people who have big goals, have problems with their relationship?
The very problem with that is like that they are only focusing on those goals. They're not maintaining a work-life balance. They're not taking into account the important things that make us human and helps life thrive and excel to advance. One of the greatest things that I've experienced in my life was when I was in relationships, and even with my ex-wife, is that connection, that energy, that shared love for each other. It's a drive and it's an energy that helps not like anyone in a good relationship go further than they ever thought they could because they have that connection, they have that love, they have that drive to do better, but they also have the mindset to maintain a work-life balance because the person that they're in their lives with, or the person that's in their lives, is actually, the biggest part of the world because there are two worlds that came together and became their world. It's that peace, that balance that helps them drive. It helps them to excel. It helps them to be innovative. It drives that inner strength for them to succeed. A good relationship does that too for a lot of people. Um, Outside influences, especially positive ones, are great drives for your life, for the path in your life.
Yes, I just said about this, and I just remembered the one experience. I met one man, and he said that he was doing so hard, and he was building his construction company, and also he was building house, and he was doing so much for his family, and he ended up with the wife who left him, and now he has the company, but he doesn't have his wife, he doesn't have the house he built, and he's very upset because he thinks that he did his best for the family and for their future, but his wife left him, and maybe she thought that she didn't have husband because she didn't just see him anytime. Yeah, so how would you explain this? And maybe somebody who listening to us, you can help them to understand that there is importance to, although there are some emergency and there are some priorities, of course. Yes, there is never like 100% balance. Yes, we cannot have everything just balanced. Yeah, because we always have some priorities every day. Yes, so but how to make that harmony, how to make that in life, that harmony in different areas of life, that nobody will suffer.
Well, I will say the first thing, in all honesty, people that want to build a business, like build a company, like the gentleman you just mentioned, was trying to build a construction company. Like, okay, that's great. He's trying to be an entrepreneur. He's trying to build something that he believes in. Okay, that's great. But putting too much energy into that, your partner is going to start feeling neglected, especially if you don't really communicate with them, especially if you don't touch base with them, if you don't make time for them. Um, and that can actually, be one of the causes of the rips. Now, and that's the problem in today's society, and pretty much, well, not only in America, but all over the world. Everyone is trying to make as much money as they can, like build their businesses. A lot of people are trying to keep their heads above water because of everything that's going on, changing not only in just throughout the world. The economy is changing. But no matter what job you're working, no matter how much money is possibly offered to you, money's good to have, building a business, building a legacy. But at the same time, if I may be so bold, a relationship, especially with real love, is even better. It's more valuable than gold. It's more valuable than all the power you can accumulate. Real love is truly tremendous. So, in that sense, when people, as you said, do have priorities on a daily basis, of course, everyone does. Everyone has something that they want to accomplish in their day. Someone they want to accomplish something in their week. They might have a big project that's going on. That's awesome. That's great. But if they don't take the step back and actually exist in their life and in their relationship with their partner, whomever they may be, they're going to disconnect. They're going to feel like that they're not part of that world. So one of the biggest things that needs to, I believe, need to occur in order to maintain that kind of work-life balance type deal, because you did mention that, like what could have been done. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like communication and communication is extremely important in the relationship. And his wife, I don't know if conversations occurred because I'm a little outside of the scenario. I don't know what kind of conversations took place, but communications definitely could have improved. His wife could have possibly had a conversation with them saying something along the lines of, "Hey, I want you here. Don't rush or don't speed this up. Spend your time with me as well." A lot of things could have happened. The biggest factor that a lot of people need to really understand or realize when they're in a relationship, and yes, they want to pursue that big career, set what the biggest and most important priority of your life is in that whole world right there that you're trying to build. Prioritize, but always put the person you're with first, because they're the ones that actually help you get to the point that you're trying to get to, what you're trying to build in your life, because of that that power and that motivation, that connection, that energy. But if you neglect it and if you just separate yourself from it and just focus on something just for like a monetary gain or whatever it may be, that person is going to go. They're going to feel disconnected. They're not going to feel loved. They're not going to feel appreciated. They're not going to feel seen. So yeah, they're going to feel like that there's no more effort in there because they're not feeling the love and connection that they have. It may be difficult to maintain a work-life balance, but if you put certain priorities that are even more valuable in front, it'll flow a lot better than you think it does.
Yeah, yes, it is important to put the first person who you live with first. But I would even say that put yourself first and then put the person you live first as well after you, yeah, after yourself,
Yeah,
because yeah, because we only can love somebody if we love ourselves. And if, let's say, for example, about man, yes, if man doesn't love himself, if he doesn't take care of of himself, it will also affect relations, right? It is the true also about the woman. If woman doesn't love herself, doesn't put take care of herself, yes, it also will affect relations. So it is the principle of the airplane that put mask on your face first, and then
all
put
right.
the mask of other children, like, or who you have to care of. Yeah, so it is so important to really love yourself and have that good self-image about yourself. Understand who you are, yes, and what good uh, qualities you have, yes. And for women also, it is very important to respect men. Women cannot love men if they don't respect them. Men can love women because of different things. Yes, maybe because of her beauty, or because maybe she cooks very delicious food. But I know definitely that, of course, respect is important for every relation. But I mean that most essential for women, I think that feelings, they are related to respect. Yes, and respect can be also gained when the man respects himself. Yes, and when he loves himself, he respects himself, and then also he can respect his woman. What would you say?
I do agree with you. However, the whole fact that when you mentioned that man can love a woman for different things, like cooking and things like that, it's been my experience in my relationships. I actually had a deeper respect for for my ex-wife and any of my previous relationships as human beings, not because they can cook, but because of conversations, their sense of humor, their intellect. I give respect and value to a lot of women, despite what this red pill manosphere environment is saying that women aren't that smart, women aren't that funny, women aren't that hardworking. I'm an Army combat veteran that could tell you, I served with some of them. They are hardworking. I spent time with quite a few women. They are fun. They are smart. They're very intelligent. So I think that it's important to say that why a man loves the woman that they're with, or whatever partner that they're with, love whoever you love. I don't judge. Who am I to judge? Um, it's more, I think it's subjective as to why they do. That there's that connection. It can't just be something along the lines of, oh, is she cook? Is she a good cook? Can she clean? Does she do this? She can be a good mother. If that were the case, and there would be no further standards for individuals to be in relationships. So, but that being said, um, I do think that men, there should be absolutely respect back, absolutely 100%. There should always be honesty. There should be open communication. Absolutely. And I do agree with you. And you were right that, man should love himself first. And I thought, like, you should love yourself first. Absolutely. I kind of just put where we were at, like ahead of that portion where they are already in a relationship, they love themselves kind of thing. But yeah, but yes, a man should love himself just as a woman should love herself as well before you can love anyone. You got to know that you got to know where your mindset is. You got to know where your heart is. You got to accept who you are, all your good qualities and your flaws, your excels, your limitations. Love who you are and accept that before you can get into a relationship with anyone. That
Yes.
is absolutely true. I agree.
Yes, and also let's speak about the importance of living in present moment. Because what I see when I meet driven business owners and entrepreneurs, they think that they will achieve the goal and then they will do something. Yes, like they will live. And every day just goes passing by, and they can be just in this hustle and so many things to do, and they don't even enjoy life. Yes, they don't um, enjoy. their free time with families, even with themselves. Even one my client wrote yesterday that I told him just take time, just enjoy present moment, start looking around, just look at beauty, so find something to look at. And he said, yes, I was so busy that I didn't have time to smell the rose. Yes, sometimes these even small things which people don't think that they can do because they're so busy. So, what would you say about this? That importance of living in the present moment, because we never know the future. Only what we have is that moment which we have now, that is between past, which we cannot change, and future, which we don't even know how much we have.
Throughout my life, I've come across several experiences that should have ended my life. The accidents, certain situations, a lot of things. So it's given me the perspective to quite literally try to live moment to moment, seeing the world as it is, embracing it and taking it in, because I don't know when I'm going to go. I have no idea if some kind of outside interference is going to come occur. That's, that I don't mean to be grim or somber, but it's that kind of thing that allows me, myself personally, to want to live in the moment because I don't know what's going to happen. And besides, for those who are having that kind of issue, as you're saying, I also say this: there's 24 hours in a day. We spend between 7 to 9 hours sleeping, on average 8 hours a day working. And I'll take into account getting ready for your job and the commute to your profession, unless you work from home, time to eat. You have more than enough time every day to take 5 minutes to step outside of yourself, observe the world, breathe it in. And you don't have to do it only 5 minutes a day. I would suggest you do it quite often. Pay attention to the world around you because you're saying, the person, the manager is planning for the future, right? You can plan all you want. It doesn't mean it's going to occur exactly as you want it to because you can't account for outside interferences. So go ahead and make your plans, but be in the moment in the existence of the world around you, breathe it in. Besides, one of the best things I've actually also come across when I was, going through my life, my daily life, observing the world and taking a moment to breathe, to smell the flowers, as you said, which, I love that tried and true analogy or that expression, I should say. And uh, sorry, taking the time to breathe that in and see the world, it's amazing as to what kind of new inspirations and innovations may actually develop and occur right there too. Taking those times, those moments, those emotions, the feeling of the world, everything, but not elongated. Just take those moments every day. You have to take a look at the world around you because everything you say and do affects the world around you as well, and along with people in the world that interfere in your life. So when you take a look at, when you take a step back, observe the world, smell the flowers, it gives you new perspective and new energy, and even increases the balance of your work life.
Yes, and you can combine this time together with your spouse or life partner, whoever you love, people, children, yes, to spend some time together, yes, to create these beautiful memories. Because at the end, what is remaining, it is beautiful memories, yes, and also important people who have children. Those beautiful memories which we have with our children are so precious because children grow up and what they remember those precious moments which they had with us, with their parents when they were small. It's something that will stay with them all their life, even when we go.
Absolutely, yes. um, those moments, like especially spending it with time with children if you have them, Those would be the tremendous building blocks of their character for the future. Those times that parents spend with their children, spend with the family, they're in those moments. You're absolutely right. They are great influences for their future.
Yes, and you have 17 years experience in consulting and coaching. So what was the most common problems that you met people facing in their dating and relationship?
Quite literally, communication. There have been that's been the biggest issue for the majority of relationships and individuals. I'm sorry, that's been the biggest issue that I've dealt with in relationships is the fact of like lack of communication. Um, Conversations that should take place. Uh, Couples being too afraid to approach each other with a certain conversation. It's communication. There's too much fear, and there's not enough real, open, honest communication.
So how can they improve that? What are the tips maybe you can share with audience that you usually give them to improve that aspect of their life?
Don't be afraid of your partner to talk to them. They're with you for a reason. They love you, they trust you, they respect you, they want to talk to you. They're willing to talk to you on any subject possible. Communicate with them. Don't be afraid of, what direction the conversation may go. It doesn't matter. As long as there's respect in there, as long as there's trust and love and sincerity, and you can have a calm conversation about anything. You got to
Yeah.
get rid of that fear. Sorry,
Mhm.
yeah, you have to get rid of that fear. You can't be afraid of the person that you're with. They are with you. They know you. They trust you, and you know and trust them. I mean, if you want to get into a relationship with someone, why would you get into a relationship with someone that you might fear? You shouldn't do that. You respect them absolutely, but you don't be afraid of them. They shouldn't be afraid of you either. There should never be any kind of if you're in a good, healthy relationship, there shouldn't be a fear. There should always be, that brave step forward to communicate with about anything and suggest any activities, whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing, Travis. It was great to talk to you today. And if there would be one advice which you would like to share with the audience before we wrap up this episode, what it would be?
If there's any advice I can ever offer to any couples that are current and potentially in the future, breathe it in as much as you can. If you're going into a relationship with someone, love them like you're going to lose them as much as you can because I'm sorry, there's so many things that can be taken away. Money and power can be taken away on the drop of a dime. You can achieve it overnight, but money and power doesn't necessarily make the world go round. It doesn't help human beings thrive. I mean, it's just a necessity because we have a barter system in our world. But love is what drives us. So if you're in a relationship and you have that open communication and respect for each other, love each other like you're going to lose them.
Yeah, amazing, amazing advice. I like it. Yes, love is something that became the reason of this old world to appear, and what energy we send back, what we bring, yes, to the surface, this energy we will get back. So bring your best and be transparent and take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and see them also as the best. Not only see yourself as the best, also see them as the best. It is so important when we change the way how we look at things change. And if even there are some problems going on, we can think and look at that person as this is the best, like they do the best, they are the best, and this is how we can create better environment also in our mind, which is our workshop. Yes, to have the right attitude to life, to ourselves, to other people. This will improve the relations with your loved ones and with yourself, of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you so much, Travis. So I'm looking forward to see you again in our future episodes.
I thank you very much for having me here, Elena. I had a good time. Thank you so much. I would love to come back and speak on more topics of my areas and anything that you might want to actually speak about too. I'm open.
Absolutely. Thank you. See you again.
Mhm.